The Rocky Mountains are a window into both our past and our future. They're home to a land of discovery, an area rich with fossils and energy exploration. The Rocky Mountains are also home to Mesa State College. Mesa's geology program gives students the advantage of working in the field. Professor Rex Cole works with students, giving them the skills they need for a career in geology.
Geologists spend a lot of time in the field, and so there's a variety of very basic techniques that the students need to learn so that as they go in their upper level classes, the 3 and 4 level classes, they have the tools to advance. And so we spend every class period is done outdoors, unless the weather's real bad, but we come out to places like Colorado National Monument and just learn how to do the basic techniques.
Today's exercise deals with strike and dip measurements, where students use a Brunton compass to mark the orientation of geological features. The device is also used to measure the tilt of certain formations. This information is then recorded and used in making topographical maps, and combined with other data to analyze the overall characteristics of the area.
We're here along Little Park Road, in an area that's never really been mapped before. In fact, when I first started teaching here about 10 years ago, this area, the northern part of this mountain range called the Uncompahgre Uplift, was never really mapped in any kind of detail. And now I'm with a group of students who are with the REU, the Research Experiences for Undergraduates, and we're finishing up the last unmapped gaps in this area. And we're going in here to check a few things today, and hopefully when we're done, we'll have the whole northern part of the Uncompahgre Plateau mapped in tremendous detail. We found a lot of interesting structural features that can relate to the regional evolution of the Rocky Mountains through time, and this area has great application to figuring out how the Rocky Mountains formed.
In order to understand more about a site, geologists take samples and study them in the lab.
The issue in this particular exercise is we have drill cores that were taken during the uranium exploration project in Utah, and it was done last summer. And so we have rock to look at, we have drill cuttings that came from these same holes, and we have geophysical logs. And that's often what geologists do when they're in the field and when they work for companies, is to try to interpret geology based on geophysical properties, based on different kinds of rock and different structures and features. And so the students are really just getting some practical hands-on experience in describing these cores and trying to interpret the geologic circumstances behind how they formed.
Core sampling is also used to assess the energy potential of a site. The oil and gas industry has greatly contributed to Colorado's economy over the last several years. New jobs are being created all the time, and geologists are in high demand. Western Colorado didn't always look like this. Millions of years ago, the Grand Valley was covered in sand dunes, which aid in producing sedimentary rock. These rocks are known for preserving fossils, which include everything from plant life to creatures that roamed the earth long ago. Similar conditions occurred in eastern Utah near Moab, just a short drive away from Grand Junction. Professor Tony Kovchek, along with Rick Livacari, is leading a field trip to an ancient riverbed, where we can see the fossilized footprints of a large sauropod dinosaur. The distance between the footprints can give us clues as to both the size of the animal and how fast it was moving.
This is a pace, and that is a stride. Ashley, put that heel of that foot right there. All right, 2 meters 90 is his stride length.
Studying fossils left behind by these creatures helps us understand how they lived, not only in the way they moved, but also their diet.
A full-grown T-Rex eats 265 men a year. That's not a little over a week's worth up there.
So why is Mesa such a great place to study geology?
I took a couple geology classes and just found the area really interesting, as well as like the classrooms, like facilities were awesome, the professors were awesome. They made it a lot more interesting than I ever imagined it could be.
I do enjoy looking at rocks, oddly enough, and Colorado was somewhere I'd never been. I'm from the East Coast, so I wanted to get out somewhere different.
The location's beautiful, the professors are knowledgeable.
I like them all.
The things I enjoy the most are being outside a lot and working with a lot of great people. I've made some new friends.
I've been thinking about being a geophysicist for a long time, and this is exactly some of the work I'll be doing.
I really like the class sizes. In one of my classes we had 8 people in an upper level 300. I think there's a lot of career opportunities right now in the oil field, and just as well as in geology-based programs.
I originally took this program because I really enjoy field mapping, and being outside would be an ideal career.
It's pretty much job training.
I think that just attending Mesa in this area, it has so many opportunities that it's going to be really easy to find the job that I want. That's going to be a really big boost on resumes and everything, just to know that people like I've had research experience and that Mesa does offer that.
For more information on the geology program at Mesa State College, call 970-248-1993.